Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I plumbed up my shutoff valve for my RV toilet. Here, I've installed a bidet, and this has forced me to kind of change the geometry in the back of the toilet to get it to install properly. So without further ado, I'm going to show you what I did, walk you through it. It's not going to be a step-by-step video, but it's going to show you what I did. So this happens to be an Integra Steam. It's a Jayco product. I'm pretty certain most of the RVs are going to be some form or fashion of how this is set up. But what I want to do is kind of show what I did. So here's the main coming in from the chassis of the RV. And you'll notice that doesn't have a lot of room in it. So what I did was cut right here. This was the primary riser that came up and connected to the back of my toilet right here. I cut right here. And this is where my plumbing work began. So I added an elbow here. I brought it back because what I wanted to do is mount my shutoff valve on top of this build out that Jayco produces back here. I wanted something solid to mount the shutoff valve to, where I can actually reach it if there was an emergency and I don't have it, and I can actually attach it to a structure of the RV. So come back up here. You can see top down what's going on. So we were just looking down here at this riser. It comes up, it falls back, and here's where I'm going to put two screws in this structure right here. So this will be solid mounted to this structural wood riser. Coming up, I come out, I come up, I come around, and my geometry comes in at a 45 because this toilet's actually mounted on a 45-degree angle. So there's your 45, and it goes right into the T-fitting for my bidet, and then my bidet uses the standard faucet fitting to come out into its own system. So I wanted to be able to isolate the toilet in the event of a failure, because I already had a leaky foot valve on my toilet, and now I have a bidet, and I don't, any of that stuff that's made out of plastic that's used when you're sitting on it, getting off of it, sitting on it, getting off of it, that's where the weak points are in the plumbing system. I wanted to be able to isolate that down if I ever needed to. So if I'm 2,000 miles away from home, I don't have to shut off my main all the time just to shut off the water supply coming to my toilet if there's a leak. I can just simply shut down by doing this. And it'll shut down any of the water coming past this point, which is the toilet and the bidet. So that's the plumbing in a nutshell. This is how I put in a shutoff valve for my toilet. Now, I'm sure I'm going to have the fair share of internet armchair heroes and internet plumbers out there telling me that they could do this differently. I'm sure you could, but what I'm trying to do here is make everything, number one, not binding, two, able to mount this to a structure and be secure, and three, keeping it out of the way of anything without bringing in any lines over here, bending lines. I don't want to do any of that. I wanted to keep all my geometry straight. In a perfect world, you know, your shutoff would be right in line, you'd be at a 90 into this, and you're good to go. But quite honestly, this doesn't affect any of the flow of any of the toilet. I have it turned on right now. There's the fill valve, runs nicely. Bidet, that's on clean mode, runs nice. Great pressure, everything runs really well. And then if we shut down, there was a problem, say I had a leaking foot valve, for example, no big deal. Try it out again. Does nothing but shut off. So I don't have to worry about a leak or any problems if something ever does break, because I have kids and you never know. So that's how I'm doing it. This maybe help you guys out on adding a shutoff valve to your toilet in your RV. If it does, give me a like, subscribe. About $100 in parts. All these are brass shark bite fittings. Everything's PEX. It's no expense spared on the parts that I'm putting in here. No plastic pieces anywhere. I wanted to do solid. This is even a shark bite fitting going into this T that the bidet came with. So about $100, but by the time you buy the PEX, the fittings, the crimping tool, you're gonna be about $100. But keep that kit in your RV, because all the rest of your plumbing in your RV is probably made out of PEX, and you never know when you're gonna need it. So the next step in this RV is I'm gonna go through every other faucet and water appliance in here, because I'll show you, for example, here's under my sink. No shut-off valves anywhere. So my sink starts to leak. My faucet starts to leak up here, which isn't that crazy. I have a problem. I need to change my faucet. I don't want to disconnect from the main. I can shut down right here and pull my faucet out and do whatever I need to do. And no, this isn't a leak. This is some sort of like varnish or grease or something on here. But yeah, this is, I don't know why they don't put shut-off valves on everything in RVs. It's probably a cost savings thing, but this helped you guys out. Please leave me a like and a subscribe, and I'll get you in the next video. Later.